So that's it, guys. This is the last mod that I'm putting on the BMW 435. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So it has been a few days since that intro and a few days since the Keys Auto Show, but I just want to say a huge thank you guys to Keys Motorsports for putting on such an amazing show. If you guys didn't catch my last video, basically did like a recap, like a vlog type of thing about the show. So if you guys didn't watch that, definitely go check it out. It was an amazing show with an amazing turnout, and they donated all the proceeds to charity. So I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that. Also, I just wanted to say to anybody who came up to me and said hi to me during the event, thank you so much. It really means a lot to meet you guys in person and get to talk to you guys and have a genuine conversation. This sounds corny, but trust me guys, it is amazing. It's also pretty wild to think that just a year ago, I went to my first Keys Motorsports show. I had just started the YouTube channel, had maybe like 300 subscribers. I think maybe 1 or 2 people came up to me. That meant a lot in itself. And then just the growth from last year to this year is pretty wild. We went from about like 300 subscribers a year ago to about like 2.5 thousand right now. So not only has the channel grown, the subscribers, the views, and all that type of stuff, which again, I'm super grateful for, but this car has progressed so much, guys. If you've been watching the channel for a while now, this car started off on the channel completely stock, and we have done a lot to it. I will do a full video kind of showing you guys like the full breakout of all the mods, all the prices and stuff like that, because I kind of want to transition into the topic of this video. The intro that you guys saw, me putting in that carbon fiber antenna, was the last mod on this BMW 435, or at least it was supposed to be. So if you guys recall, at some point I got the roof wrap black on this white 435 and I thought it looked absolutely amazing. Now I did hold off on wrapping the antenna over here in black because I wanted to avoid taking this thing off and going through that whole process. So I reached out to Keys Motorsports and they sent me out one of these carbon fiber overlays for the antenna. This thing is pure carbon fiber. It is real, but it is only stuck on with some adhesive tape. So as you guys saw from the intro, this thing is super easy to install and it looks really good. It also blends in really well with the black roof and kind of completes that look on the 435. Before, again guys, if you didn't see it already, the antenna was just white, which didn't look the best. So the timing of this video is a little funny, guys, because there's a lot that I've done to the 435 that I haven't really uploaded to YouTube yet. I have the videos filmed already. I already started editing them, but I haven't uploaded them yet. Not too much, but you guys will see when those videos come. For example, spoiler alert, the car is officially stage 2 now. So those mods, as well as this antenna over here, were supposed to be the last ones. Technically, I did those ones first, and then the antenna was supposed to be the last one. The 435, in my mind, is pretty much done. Now, I know there's a couple things that I said I wanted to do to the car that I haven't really done yet, or I'm probably not really going to end up doing. For example, after wrapping the roof black, I was talking about getting a carbon fiber spoiler for this car because right now I currently have this like M Performance style color matched one, which I absolutely love, guys. I actually did end up getting that carbon fiber spoiler. I got an M4 style one. So after getting that spoiler and test fitting it on the car and sort of like playing around with it, I ultimately decided not to install it. I actually really like the clean look of the spoiler, just color matched. I think it just gives the car a sleeker look. Especially now that I have that carbon fiber piece on the antenna over here. I think that really completed it for me. I do have it sitting in my house. I might end up selling it, so if any of you guys are interested in it, it's literally brand new. Again, nothing wrong with it. I just didn't really think it suited my style, and I ultimately just decided to stick with this. Something else I talked about, if you guys can recall, was the front brakes on this car. So I did talk about upgrading the brakes, not really upgrading them, just really replacing them because the car was shaking a lot under high-speed braking on the highway. And as you guys can tell, I did end up putting some slotted rotors. Yeah, so I did go ahead and upgrade those. I didn't film that. There's a whole story behind it, which maybe I'll make a video about later. But something else I talked about doing was actually painting the brake calipers. So originally I was thinking about doing yellow to kind of match the color on the crossbars. And obviously, guys, I didn't end up doing that. It's not that I didn't think it was going to look good. It was honestly just because I thought it was going to be too much of a headache. I didn't know if it was worth it. Maybe I'll still end up doing it. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to leave them. So yeah, guys, pretty much everything that I wanted to do on this car, I already did. Or I just decided against it. So that antenna was supposed to be the last mod on the car. that did change a little bit. If you guys know me, you know that I love Burger Tuning. They released a new product which I've been waiting for the N55, so I'm gonna make a video showing you guys that. And while I was at it, I actually went ahead and got another mod from them, a piece that I think is gonna make a good difference on the car. But you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about when that video comes out. So yeah, basically we do still have a couple more mods for the 435. Nothing crazy, but things I think you guys are really gonna enjoy. Yeah, otherwise guys, the build for the 435 in my eyes is pretty much done. Now I know there's a lot more I could do to it, side skirt extensions, again, a rear spoiler, stuff like that, maybe a GTS hood, but for my taste and what I wanted the car to look like, this is pretty much it. This is perfect to me. Like I said, we'll get those last couple mods from Burger Tuning, but otherwise, this car is pretty much done. Now again, I can make more videos, doing more mods on it, but at that point I'm kind of just sacrificing what I wanted the car to look like. So that brings up the question, what does that mean for the 435? Is it going to stay on the YouTube channel? Well, to answer that guys, yes, it is definitely going to stay for a little longer. Like I said before, I have a few more small mods coming for it. I have a few mods that I already filmed and I just need to finish editing and uploading. So there's a whole bunch more videos coming out for the 435. Also some videos that aren't necessarily mod related, like a breakout of all the mods, the pricing, and a whole bunch of other things that I wanted to talk about with this car. So definitely stay tuned if you guys like the 435. It is not going anywhere. It is definitely sticking around a little longer, but not too much longer. So this isn't the first time that I've talked about it, mentioned it on the channel, or even honestly just thought about it, but I do plan on selling the 435, guys. I spent a lot of time perfecting this car, at least to my liking. The car is, again, stage 2. It looks exactly how I would want it to look, and the car is finally solid and reliable again. There's points in this car's life where the oil was leaking, the coolant was leaking, the brakes were shot, but now everything is good and I can finally enjoy it, which I'm planning on doing, guys. So I'm not going to sell it right away. I already took it to the Keys show. I'm going to take it to Impact. I'm going to take it to as many car shows and car meets as I possibly can. Try to get some cool videos for you guys as well. And just overall really enjoy the car. I absolutely love this car. I wish I didn't have to sell it. The reason why I have to sell it is because if I do want something else, I do have to let it go. So for many reasons. One, guys, if you know the channel, if you know me, you'll know that I've owned this car for about like even more than 4 years at this point, I think. So I've owned this car for a long time. Although the channel's only been around for like a year and a half, I've owned this car way before I even started my YouTube channel. So I would just like to experience something else, something a little more aggressive, a little more intense. I love the 435, I love the N55, but I really want an M car. Not only that, guys, I feel like this car market right now, it is the perfect time to sell my car. I can get the most money out of it. So before the market cools down, I figured I'd capitalize on it, sell the car now. And lastly, guys, I have other cars. So I have the X3, as you guys might already know. That one's pretty much my wife's car. That one's not going anywhere. It's her car. It's a family car, has the space that we need. So that car is not going anywhere. I also have the 330. So here's the 330, guys. I feel like with this car, there's a lot of untapped potential with it. It was a base model, although it is still a nice spec with the black sapphire metallic and the red guts. But there's still a lot that I want to do to this car, like an M Sport conversion, some nicer wheels, some suspension. So there's a lot that I can still do to this car. Whereas the 435, there's really not much left for me to do. Not only that, guys, I don't want to get rid of the 330 because it honestly is a great daily driver. It's great on gas. It's 4 doors. It's very reliable. It just makes sense for me to keep this car, even outside the realm of YouTube, for myself, to drive to work in, to get groceries in. Whereas the 435 was always like my fun, I guess you can call like weekend car. So it really wouldn't make sense to keep this car, get rid of my daily for another like fun weekend car. So that's why it would make most sense for me to get rid of the 435 and not the X3 or the 330 to make room for another car, another build on the channel. Again, guys, that's not gonna happen today. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna happen next week, and it's not even gonna happen next month, but it will happen eventually. But when it does happen, guys, I do promise you this car will be replaced with something more exciting. So even if I sell this car and focus on the 330 for a little while, just until we get another car to replace this one, just know another car will be coming. Again, I do want to tap into the potential of the 330, do the M Sport conversion, and do a whole bunch of stuff to it. So for all the people who just watch the channel because you guys have a 435 or you guys enjoy the 435 content, one, honestly, I can't blame you. There's not any other YouTubers making content for these cars. So if that's the only reason why you watch my channel and the only reason why you stuck around, I totally get it. No hard feelings. If you guys do unsubscribe, I really can't blame you. But I will say, just stick around for a little longer because we do have a lot more videos coming for this car. For anybody else who wants to stick around regardless, I do want to make this channel not about just one car. I want to make it about like a fleet of cars. Also, like I kept on saying, something more interesting than the 435 will be coming after this car. So then that begs the question, guys, what car is going to replace the 435? Now, I will say, even after I sell this car, I'm probably not going to get another one right away just because of timing, especially if I end up getting the car that I'm leaning towards. I don't want to spoil it, guys, but I will say this. The car that I want is new. It is an M car, so that means we will have to order it. So getting the timing of ordering a car and selling this one probably isn't going to be perfect. We might have to sell this car and then wait like 2 or 3 months until the new car comes in. Even in that downtime, guys, we will be focusing on the other cars again, like the 330 and the X3. So I will be uploading and making videos regardless. So if you guys have any suggestions on what car I should get next, I'm definitely open ears. Let me know down in the comments below. Again, I already have one car in mind that I really want to get. And if it's possible, I'm definitely just going to go ahead and get it. But I still want to know some other options. They don't all have to be new. They don't all have to be BMWs as well. Like I did consider a Supra. I did consider maybe like a F82 CS, something a little more intense. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But otherwise, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys understand. Again, for all you 435 people out there, still a lot more videos to come about this car. But again, if you want to unsubscribe, I totally get it. I appreciate you guys for sticking around this long and supporting me throughout this build. To anybody else who watches the channel just to support me or support the builds in general, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully we'll grow the channel even more. Maybe by the next Keys Motorsports show, we'll have like 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. And maybe we'll even be up there in the booth with Thick Whips and Justin and Noor and all those other guys. So, but until that happens, guys, make sure you drop this video a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.